You know that voice, the one that hisses in your head long after the narcissist is gone. The one that says, you are worthless, or you will never be enough, or this is all your fault. It doesn't sound like you, does it? It sounds like them, their tone, their cruelty, their warped logic. That voice is the narcissist's carefully crafted and planted evil voice we are going to talk about today. I am Danish, a narcissistic abuse recovery professional. The topic for this one is how a narcissist plants their evil voice in your mind. Towards the end of this episode, I'm going to give you a detailed framework for eradicating the evil voice, so stay until the very end. A narcissist voice becomes your inner critic through a three-step process: infection, repetition, and isolation. Infection, they begin to rewrite your reality. See, narcissists do not argue with your perceptions, do they? They replace them. That's what they do. They gaslight you into doubting your memory. Oh, you are imagining things. They project their flaws onto you. You are the selfish one, and assign motives you may have never had. Over time, your brain stops trusting itself, and that's the ultimate goal of the narcissist. Let's say your narcissistic parent tells you you are too sensitive. No one else would cry over something as stupid and as small as this. What does that do to you? You learn to distrust your emotions, thinking maybe I am overreacting. Your mother's voice slowly becomes your inner judge or inner critic. Another example: your narcissistic husband says, oh, if you weren't so needy, I wouldn't have to lie to you. I am lying, it's your problem. You internalize that. Oh, my needs push people away. The husband's blame becomes your inner truth. Now, the second step of the same process: repetition. The brainwashing loop that empties your brain of anything good. Narcissists weaponize repetition to bypass your critical thinking. They repeat accusations, insults, or jokes until your brain accepts them as facts. Think of it as mental graffiti. Spray paint a lie on the walls of someone's mind enough times and they will stop trying to scrub it off. It works by labeling you, calling you all sorts of bad names, or shaming you by saying things like, no wonder your last partner left you, or even fear-mongering. You will die alone if you keep acting like this. Each repetition digs the message deeper into your mental crevices until you are policing yourself on their behalf. You start treating yourself like they treat you, as crazy as that sounds. This is why I call them evil. The slow disintegration of your identity and resculpting your personality to have their ego served is the worst thing they can ever do to somebody. It is unforgivable and unforgettable. The third thing they do is they isolate you. You know it very well. They cut off your escape routes. Narcissists isolate you from anyone who may contradict their narrative, be it friends, family, therapists. They convince you, not tell you, convince you that they're the only one who truly knows what's going on or who can tolerate your flaws. First, they convince you you're flawed. Then they also convince you that they are the only one who will put up with you. Without external reality checks, their voice becomes your only compass and remains that way even after leaving them. Your inner world becomes an echo chamber. You stop asking, is this true? And start asking, how do I survive this? You feel a need to check with them, ask them if what you're doing is okay, even when you know they're a monster and you are doing the right thing. In a sick way, they get you addicted to their approval. Now, in what ways does this evil voice show up? The implanted voice is a precise replica of the narcissist's tactics, weaponized against you. It shows up as the bully that attacks your worth, often using the narcissist's exact phrases. You are pathetic. Look at what you have become. You will never succeed. Why even try? You may be trying to do something new, a job, a hobby, and hear their sneer in your head before you begin. It's like they look at you with pure disgust from within. You never think how I feel about this, but what they will say or how they will put you down if they were to see you doing a particular thing or an activity. What does that lead to? Instant freeze or immobilization. This voice also gaslights you in their absence into second guessing your reality. Anytime you feel an emotion appropriate to the situation, you hear it say, "You are overreacting. It wasn't that bad. You probably provoked them. You have caused the whole issue, and now you're pretending to be a victim. Shame on you." The most evil aspect of this voice is how it convinces you to self-destruct, self-sabotage, echoing the narcissist's sabotage. Its overwhelming and overpowering presence convinces you that you do not deserve happiness. Why are you even chasing it? Go ahead, binge, eat, drink. You have already ruined everything. You were and will always be a failure. Self-sabotage leads to shame, which then becomes a confirmation bias for that voice. All of that said, why does a narcissist go to such great lengths to embed their voice in your mind? Because even after they are gone, that voice keeps you in check. Well, it's the ultimate form of control for them. The implanted voice keeps you doubting yourself, ensuring you do not feel strong or confident enough to fully break free. It sabotages your relationships, career, and happiness, making you feel like your life without them is harder than it should be. The ultimate thing for them is legacy. They're stuck with it. They want to prove to you that you can never escape them. And that is why they constantly degrade you. They make sure to leave their influence behind. Only a soulless demon with no self-respect will do such a thing. How pathetic is it to live through other people's bad memories of you? How do you evict their voice and reclaim yours? First of all, you need to understand and acknowledge this. The narcissist voice is not you. We mistakenly identify it as a part of our personality, but it's not you. It's not aligned with what you as a person stand for. It's living rent-free in your head and needs to be thrown out. It feels like a curse, I understand, but it's one you can break. Here is how to begin the process of reclaiming your inner dialogue. Number one, call it out. Stop thinking of the inner critic as your voice, your part. Label it for what it is. That's the narcissist's voice, not mine. This act of recognition creates distance. When the voice attacks, say out loud, "That's not me, that's them." Don't take it seriously. Don't see it as the ultimate authority. Don't let yourself drown in the shame it induces. Breathe through it and lift your head. Expand your arms. Don't go into that fetal position. Stand up to that bully. Number two, rewrite their script. For every lie the narcissist planted, say a truth to counter it. You are too sensitive. My sensitivity is my strength. You will never succeed. I'm capable of more than they ever imagined. This isn't about false positivity. It's about taking back control of your narrative, rather creating a practical narrative. That moron, unaware, immature piece of garbage, did not know anything about themselves. How on earth can they ever tell you anything accurate about you? Number three, build your true inner voice. Start rebuilding the voice they tried to silence. Journal your thoughts without their fear of judgment. Speak your truth, even if it feels uncomfortable. Surround yourself with people who see and affirm the real you. That is exactly what matters. Number four, heal your triggers. Every time the narcissist voice flares up, identify the trigger, trace it back to its origin, to its source. When you hear, "You're lazy," think about, where does that come from? Was it your narcissistic parent, your ex? Recognizing the source helps you separate their voice from your identity and reparent yourself. You got to repartner yourself. Tell yourself the truth that you have heard from others, those good people, even if you don't believe it. See, the narcissist voice feels like a permanent fixture in your mind, I know, but it's not. It's a shadow, an echo of the control they once had over you. And just like shadows, it fades when you shine a light on it. Every time you challenge that voice, every time you choose your truth over their lies, you take back a piece of yourself. Slowly but surely, their voice will weaken, I promise. One day, you will wake up and realize it's silent. The narcissist may have planted their voice in your mind, but they do not own it. They do not own your mind. You do, and you can take it back. One thought, one truth, one moment of defiance at a time will do. You're stronger than the voice they left behind. That's what I want you to know. With that, let's bring this one to an end. Thank you so much for listening and watching. I will talk to you in the next one. Until then, as always, let the healing begin and continue.